There were no open spots because it was Memorial Day weekend. But I found this decent pull-off. And I'm practicing my trailer backing up skills. Nothing fancy, you know. Just a little forest therapy. Yeah, the trees are starting to turn colors up here a little bit. But the garbage can's holding up. Yeah, man. And sometimes I feel like I have to reinvent the wheel with something cool in here. But I really don't. I'm just sleeping in the car the way it was actually meant to be slept in. This car was actually meant to be camped in. So the chairs actually go down to make a bed. And it's really comfortable, actually, you know. A lot more comfortable than my idea was. And you get a chair out of it that you could sit in during the day and do whatever you got to do. So, yeah, for the element people, maybe less is more, you know? Maybe we don't need to go doing all this new stuff. I thought, no, sleeping on a chair is not going to be comfortable, but it really is. I mean, you get a lot of cushion. Fog today kind of makes it more like, I don't know, for some reason it reminds me of Jurassic Park. Anyways, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I was wondering if the steam engine was facing the wrong direction or if it's in that direction for a reason. I don't know. Yeah, that's good stuff. There's your coal system. Your brakes, it looks like. Oh yeah, there's a job for you. Oh, looks like they put Christmas lights on it in the winter. That's cool. There's where the coal goes. What a job that had to be. Would be an interesting tug of war, though. Who do you think would win? We've got steam power or diesel power. A caboose. How beautiful. Still might be an idea for my house. Just instead of a caboose, because they're way too expensive and rare these days. Can you believe that this thing was going to be scrapped? This town, Gorham, saved it from the heap. That's what we're looking at inside a caboose. I can't tell you anything about it, but this is basically, you know, the guy's house. His family even might have lived in here at one time, you know. He lives in the caboose, he does the paperwork, you know, and all that good stuff. I think he was basically, you know, back when they had to do handbrakes, and everything turned to air and hydraulics, and cabooses really became useless, you know. How cool is that? Yeah. They're not useless to me. Beautiful pieces of history. It's a really nice color too. Painted in red, green, and blue. I don't know where they got yellow and orange from, but sort of peach colored. It really makes sense for me to do it too, because I live right next to an old railroad. And it's not a bad size. And it looks like they made them out of corrugated at one time too. So, having a corrugated structure is not a lie. Well, most of the time they made them out of wood because it was cheaper. And of course the wood rotted and they don't exist anymore. Just tons and tons of water and coal they used back in the day on these old things. 1907. Really did a good job of putting this place up. The old steamer trunks, where you might have sat and how everything might have looked. Even up to how you would pay. This place is really open, but you can see telegraph equipment and stuff in there. Typewriters. Probably some uniforms and hats and stuff. And you've got the snow remover over there. And it looks like the old bucket to take you up the lift. Yeah, these things are always so, I don't know, they kind of look like surf waves. Just to get all the snow out of the way and off the tracks. Yeah. Train house turned into historical society. Made it to a new spot. Me and my friend were just hanging out. I didn't bring a pot, so I can't cook anything. But I do still have my microwave. It's one of the best things I've ever done, I think. Just get a battery big enough that I can power a microwave. I've been getting into kind of savory stuff and Indian food. We've got coconut squid dal here. It's peas, squash, and spiced creamy coconut milk. 2 minutes you can have a meal in a microwave instead of, you know, messing with pots and pans. So that's a thing, you know. That's definitely an option for you in the camping sphere. Just get yourself old microondas over there. It's my favorite Spanish word. Microondas. That's how my Spanish teacher used to say it all the time. So I remember it. She also used to say, chicle en la basura. You know, she don't like people chewing gum in class, so she wanted it in the garbage. That's not very useful these days because everybody in Maine is French. Totally useless. It was very useful when I lived in California, though. Depending on how sweet I want to get it, you know, I've got 2 pounds of cranberries here, too. Kind of reminds me of deer poop. I don't know if that's a good joke or not. It just reminded me of deer poop. It really does. I don't know if that makes it more appetizing or not. What do you think? It's definitely creamy. It definitely needs salt. Hope I didn't forget that. got a pretty baller spice rack over here you can't see. That's not it. That's pepper. That's also pepper. That's not it. That's not it either. Boy. Why am I not using the flash? We've got like a sort of spice rack on the side of my 2 pieces of the thing that connects pallets together. Well, I will bid you adieu tonight. I'm at a new spot, and same sort of situation. I'll show you it tomorrow morning. And we'll continue up further. We've made it to Maine, but we're going to make it up further into Maine, son. Slowly. No rush. Toodaloo.